Hi there, Robbie Susan Chandler here from RobbieSusansCarsandCrafts.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Quincy, Florida, right outside Tallahassee, Florida. Today I want to share a card with you made with the gorgeous Encircled in Nature bundle. Now this bundle is one that you can only find online. We call these our online exclusive, but basically it's our online listings because they're not exclusive to anything. You can buy them from your demonstrator, from me, or you can order it yourself. But it's one of our online listings, and the bundle is item number 163628. But I'll list all my supplies below my video and on my blog. So let's take a look at this card. This is the front, and I was inspired to do this card from one of our artisan design team members. Honestly don't remember her name, but it was one of the artisan design team members. And here's the inside. Now my inside is a piece of Very Vanilla, and I cut it with one of the next to the largest deckled rectangles out of Very Vanilla. And the sentiment, as I was trying to show you, came from this set. Here's the trees, and then the sentiment says, sometimes you need to know that someone really cares. And you know there's usually an incident or two or an occasion or two where you need to send a card like this to someone. So this is our inside. Now our base is crumb cake, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So this is the base of our card. Now my next layer, this one right here, let me show you that one. It's cut with the largest deckled rectangles out of crumb cake. And this piece is 4 by 5 1/4, and then you cut your deckled rectangle out of that. And I embossed it with the Leaf Fall gray plate. Well, it's Leaf Fall, and I have gray plate on here because that tells me I need to use our gray plate, which is specialty plate, to use this folder. So here's what it looks like when you get it embossed. Now to make these leaves pop a little bit, I decided to use a little bit of my white. This is our craft white. And just tap it and tap lightly. In fact, I'm going to go around the edge first. And I just wanted to do this edge, and then I add a little bit here on that leaf. Do the edge and then add a little. If you go straight from this ink pad onto your cardstock, you're going to get a big white blobby mess. So it's better if you kind of get some off first along the edge, and then you can bring it onto your leaves and try to make them pop some. I think I've got one more side I need to do, like right along here. And then we'll do these leaves. See, I just about got a white blobby mess right there. And if you work with it some, you can even it on out. Now a lot of this is going to be covered up with our circle in the middle. So this is basically what it looks like. You know, you can add more, you can add less. I think that's plenty for this situation. So let's close up this white. This white can be very messy, so you want to get it out of the way. And I also kind of trimmed up my edges a little bit because I wanted to give it more of a distressed look. So I just kind of did a little bending there to get that look. Alright, so that would go on your card front, just like this, and I just adhered it straight down. Alright, now let's talk about the next layer, which is our circle. And the circle is cut out of Very Vanilla with one of our deckled circle dies. So I've used deckled rectangles, now I'm with the deckled circles. And this one happens to be that one right there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the smallest. So let's see what we're going to do with this. I'm using the Encircled in Nature stamp set. This one right here, the trees. This is what the stamp set looks like. It's really nice, and you can see it's really all occasion. You can do a lot of things with this stamp set. Okay, so let's start with our circle. And I have my trees on here. And I'm just going to drop this in this hole. Now, you can sit here and try to match it up, but it really doesn't matter if these little notches match up. You just want to get it right there. So I'm using Pretty Peacock. Now my inside that I stamped, that you've already seen, I stamped with Lost Lagoon. I used a little bit lighter color there. So let me grab a rag real quick. There we go. All right, I needed a little wipey rag to get some of this off. All right, you want to give this a really good coating, and I'll show you why in just a second. All right, so bring it over, and I found with this stamp, I really had to press hard to get a good, firm, nice set of trees. And see how nice and dark that is? Now what I did, you see my little line I drew over here, a stamp positioner really helps a lot in this case on this card, but you could just pick your stamp up if you had it on a block and just move it over a little bit, but I'm just going to scoot that over. And I'm not going to ink this up again, I'm just going to bring it over and press really, really hard. And let's see if we got a shadow. All right, see my shadow of my trees? Can you see that? That was just what I was looking for, a background shadow. Now, if something happened and this became too light, you could just leave this here, put a piece of scrap paper down, ink it back up, stamp on the scrap paper, and then remove the scrap paper and stamp again. And it would give you a nice look. All right, so that's the trees. After I did the trees with the pretty peacock, then I grabbed my pool party. And I wanted just a little foggy, misty look, but I found if you go too crazy with this, your trees disappear. So you just want to kind of, and pool party is very light, so it really takes a little elbow grease to get it in there. But you want to bring a little bit out into your trees. Like I said, you don't want to do too much or your trees disappear. It's just enough to do a little fine haze on there. Okay, now I'm starting to get what I want. There we go. Let's get some down here. All right, so can you see that? Got a little bit of misty look there. Okay, so that's our very vanilla circle. And I have already adhered it to a card front here, and I did use dimensionals. Now, from the Encircled in Nature set, there are a lot of pieces we can cut, but they're easy to cut. And one is this gorgeous little wreath. And here's one. You could cut this out of white and then color the little pods there, the color you want, and the limbs like a green. You make like do them in red and green, make a really pretty Christmas card. So that's the first piece we're going to put on. So let's do that real quick. And what I did with this one, I just put a little glue on the tip of the pods because they're the only thing that really touches the very vanilla piece. The rest of it's going to kind of be, I don't want to say floating in the air, but it won't really, there's nothing you can really glue it to. Okay, so I've got glue on my little pod, so you want to just kind of center it around there and just tap it down. Oh, look at there, there's one that didn't pop out. Let's get rid of that. There we go. All right, let's get you back up there. So there's our first layer. I see another one that didn't pop out. I didn't prepare ahead with these. They snuck in on me. There we go. All right, now the next ones I put on were these right here, cut out of soft sea foam. Now this circle was cut from Lost Lagoon, but these were cut from soft sea foam, and it's this die. What's nice is it cuts both of them at the same time, and it cuts them so that they circle towards each other. So let's pop those on. And I put a little dimensional down at the bottom part because this part actually hangs off the circle, but the base itself, oops, stuck to my finger, unstick please. The base itself is going to need a little glue, like right in here, so it will stick to your circle. Alright, so I'm going to place that. This is my bottom curve, so let's bring it down a little bit so it kind of curves off. Yeah, everything is sticking to my fingers today. There we go. And let's do the same thing to the upper curved one. I really like this combination of the soft sea foam with this pretty peacock and Lost Lagoon. I really didn't know that I would, but when I saw where it was used by the lady who did this card, I thought, you know, that really is very pretty. Alright, so let's stick this one down. Now another piece we have is this die, and it cuts these little, I call them spruce limbs. And you know, if you cut enough of these, you could actually make a wreath if you keep adding them around. But I'm just going to use 2 of them, but it does cut 2 at a time. It's like, oh, here's 2 more I could show you. Like you had one there, you could add one here, and just keep adding them around, and you would have a nice little wreath there. Okay, so let's put a little glue on these. And I'm just going to stick them. Alright, this is the one that curves down. I'm going to stick it under there. And I kind of like to arrange my stuff from the top down a little bit so I can see where to put everything. Alright, there's one of them. Let's pop this one at the top. I'm going to put it over behind these. There we go, just like that. You can see it's just sticking out from there. Alright, so far so good. Now we have one more thing we need to add. I tied a bow out of our twine, and I looped it 3 times on each side, and I'm just going to put it right here where the, of course that glue dot, I use a glue dot. I'm just going to stick it right here where these 2 meet, right on top of that. There we go. Alright, there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? I love this card. I think it's so serene. You feel like you're sitting on the porch on the side of a mountain looking out over the trees. Like I said, I just really think it's really pretty. So I hope you'll try this. I have linked all the products below and a free tutorial. You just download your tutorial. And I would love to be your demonstrator if you don't have one. And until next time, happy crafting!